we go. We are back to it. Okay, so let's review where we're at here. Let me pull this up 1 second. All right, so we have, let me pull that up. Okay, cool. All right, so I gotta reorientate myself. I have to remind myself where I'm at. We have, let's pull up Freeform. All right, so this is the turnaround app. The goal of the turnaround app is to tell me when to turn around. Pretty easy. I use a Garmin watch to do my running, my exercise, and I found that I was irritated by a certain situation, and so I'm developing this app to fix that issue. So the issue is I will go for a long run, and let's say I have a loop to do. I finish my loop and say there's a weird amount of mileage left. Let's say I have to run 1.63 miles, right? So calculating out how far out, dividing 1.63 divided by 2, figuring that out in my head, adding that to my current mileage to figure out how far out I need to go to then turn around and arrive back to my starting point. I don't want to do that. So building an app where I can essentially just tell, before I do my activity, tell it how far I'm going to be going. So let's say 8 miles, 15 miles, whatever. And then when I'm ready to tell it to start calculating the turnaround point, I'll push a button on the watch, and it will then send me an alert when it's time to turn around. If that doesn't make sense, ask questions and I'll clarify a little bit. So what we have so far, and let's see if this will run. This should run. This is kind of the flow of what it's going to look like. So you select your, oh, this isn't right anymore. Let's get rid of that one. I want an X. Give me an X. Dingbat X, perfect. Well, it's the wrong color, but let's make that nice red color. No. All right. Well, regardless, so the first thing we actually start with is what your distance is. We do that with a picker. So the way you do a picker is that's a built-in layout inside of kind of the Garmin environment, which is a very interesting and unique environment. It's built off of C. It's called Monkey C. It's a simplified version of C, but totally unique to Garmin apps. So this is our distance picker. It extends the Watch UI picker, which is a built-in picker. It has a factory, and then it has a delegate. Again, ask questions if any of this doesn't make sense. I'm just kind of going over a light, light overview. Now I want this to, I might have to build it. Oh, it's telling me there's errors. Okay, it doesn't like that right now. That's fine. So, it's been a very interesting experience building for Garmin. It's actually, the documentation is pretty nice. They have a lot of documentation about how Monkey C works, kind of core topics of how the whole system operates. Good, pretty useful sample to follow, a couple of samples to follow. And it's been relatively, relatively nice. I would say it's not nearly as smooth as developing for Android applications, and that's pretty much my day job as an Android developer, um, which has a very nice IDE, and it's pretty much a joy to work with. This a little bit, a little bit rougher around the edges, but still pretty good. And if there was more money in building Garmin apps, I imagine it would be better, but I don't know anyone who's building these apps. They do have an app store. It's called Connect IQ, and that will, once I release this app, that will be where it lives. But again, like it seems like it's all donation based if you want to make money off of it, and it's, I don't really see anyone doing it. All right. Keep an eye on the chat if anyone has questions. So we have our picker, which, all right, we got to deal with these problems first. I need this around. And let's see, extraneous, fun. Oh, yeah, fun is a Kotlin keyword for function. So that's one of my issues, is remembering to use the right keywords and semicolons. If you see any missed semicolons, like this one right here, missed a semicolon, that gets me every time. All right, building again. Unable to validate resource. The markup in the document following the root element must be well formed. I'm wondering if I need to have a different file for this. We'll call this the get ready layout.xml. Because I guess that's true. In XML, you typically can't have two unique elements outside of each other. All right, let's see. Now, this is the sort of thing that they have documentation around. I should probably look at it. The resource compiler allows page layouts to be customized to a particular device. Okay. Oh, I see. So, no, a new file won't do it. We need these resource tags. Okay. Okay, so then we should be able to just copy this back in. All right, let's try building that. And this is going to bother me. Nice. Okay. Unable to validate resource file. Premature end of file. Oh. Oh, okay, so I can't have separate files. Okay, so let's just delete that for now. Come on, baby. Oh, more errors. Well, all right, this is kind of to be expected. So at the end of yesterday, I was starting to build out the next page after the picker. After you get to choose the number of miles that you're going to be running for the exercise, you then move on to kind of getting the system ready. So you have to connect a GPS, eventually connect up your like your heart rate monitor and stuff. And then the way I was going to show that for now is just a simple, red or green background. Red for GPS not ready, green for it being ready. We still have errors, so we're still working through this, but the idea is that we have this thing called the action view, which uses the get ready layout that you saw before in this layout XML right here. And it will query a delegate, action view delegate, using this timer every 1,000 seconds, and it's going to see, so the way these timers work is you have your M timer, you start it, you tell it what function you want it to call when the timer goes off. So it's going to go off every second, and this true just means that it's going to keep repeating. So for every second, it's going to check, is GPS ready? By calling the delegate, is GPS ready? So we go to the delegate, and that's here, which looks like this is where all the issues are. Yeah, look at that. Missing semicolon. And missing semicolon. And a missing semicolon. Yep, and one more. Okay. So in here, we initialize, so when we start up this action view delegate, the initialize function is kind of like a constructor. So at that point, we're going to use position, which is the kind of the GPS service. And we're going to tell it to enable location events. We want them continuous. And on every update, we want to call this method, this function, right? Right now, we're just printing it out. And then this is GPS ready, which we had called in the is ready function of the view. It's going to say, oh, hey, GPS, what's our current info? And then we're going to check to see if the accuracy is quality good. And then if it is, we will, if that's true, we're returning true, else false. So I think that's, we probably don't actually want us to have that there. Yeah. Okay. It's a class? Yeah, it's class. Okay. So let's save this and try to build again. I mean, this is pretty simple, so it should be fine. But again, new programming language, by no means an expert, so there's going to be issues. Okay. Redefinition of turnaround view. Redefinition of turnaround view. Huh. So it thinks I'm somehow redefining it? Am I only allowed to have one watch UI.view? That would be weird. That would be really weird. Again, please, everyone ask questions. It doesn't have to be about this. It can be about anything. I'm an open book. And it makes this more entertaining. So this is my, 9th day of trying this out. We're slowly getting better. You know, we have music in the background. My audio has slightly gotten better. We have a path forward on that. And, just getting comfortable, getting used to this. So I want to look, let's see if we have a resources. So the question is, am I allowed only one watch UI.view per app? And then I'm going to have to just be changing the view around based on view is an object that represents a page within an app. Yeah, a page. Singular, right? Right, singular. An app may have multiple view objects representing things like menus and other. Each view contains a layout, which in turn, which is bitmap. Right. Oh, we gotta initialize it. View dot initialize. Semicolon. No, 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 no. Yes. Gotta make sure you have all the little things. Okay. We have our on layout. Yep. On show. We have our on update. Yep. And we have our on hide, which will stop our timer. Okay. So why are you upset? Yeah, I know. I understand that that's the problem, but what does that mean? Why does it think I'm redefining it? We're using different layouts. They're not connected in any way. Let's see what the view loop is. That's not super helpful. Maybe it's in layouts. Okay, layout, text area, drawables, drawable list, shape. Bitmap, custom drawables. Okay, that's not super helpful. See, and this is kind of the problem with this is, you know, probably not super interesting where I'm just trying to read the documentation, understand what's going on. Like, and this is a pretty obscure error. Redefinition of turnaround view. But I haven't redefined it. I mean, is it maybe these need to be out different somehow? I mean, they have different IDs. All right, let's see if we can shortcut this. I don't want to do that. I want to. All right, let's Google. Let's see. Garmin redefinition of view. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's not going to be super helpful. And then another complication with doing this is that there's not really a lot of documentation. You have this page. There's like a developer forum, Garmin developer forum. Sign in. Why do I need to sign in for this? All right, 1 second. All right, let's see. And then it won't. Okay. All right, here we are. Okay, so am I allowed to change my app? My app uses app settings. Too many arguments error, but I never used to get this. think I found a bug with CIQ. CIQ is the CIQ is the simulator that shows the watch, so you don't have to try to run it on the device the whole time. It'll run in a simulator. It's pretty cool actually, because the simulator is unique to each device that you're targeting. Um, so it's a pretty nice system. Let's see. I want the redefinition of this is this is someone who wants to initialize functions. Question. Okay. More than one draw content in a data field, defining globals and multiple source files, source path. Okay. Not super useful. Actually, not useful at all. Fantastic. What can I do here? What is the problem? Did anyone see the problem? So we have class turnaround view. Oh, you moron. It's because the class names are the same. This should be action view. There we go. That's it. Genius. Utter genius. Okay. New errors. That's progress. Okay, so I need the correct permission. So they have this manifest XML, which allows me to select the targeted devices. Right now, I'm only targeting my watch, the Forerunner 945. Then permissions. So I want activity recording. I don't know. Do I want those? I want positioning. Okay. I think that's all I want for now. Do I want persisted locations? I don't know. It'll tell me if I need something else. So we'll save that and let's rebuild. Come on, baby. Give me successful. No. Okay. Invalid method info as any passed as parameter 2. So it's complaining that I'm passing a method as any. And it wants void. I thought methods defaulted to void. Is that not the case? I mean, okay. Simple solution is we type the return as void. Let's see if that'll work. So the typing for this monkey C language is it's called duck typing, which essentially it means it makes its best guess at what sort of type it's supposed to be. You can define what the type should be, but by default you don't have to. Which I'm okay with. I'm coming from the Java / Kotlin world, and so I like strongly typed things. but I also like saving keystrokes, so you know, it's not the biggest deal to me. It hasn't been too much of an issue. If there's ever any ambiguity, I can always, declare exactly what it is. Okay, so the error message changed a little bit. This part right here, right there where my cursor is, changed from any to void. All right, we gotta look at the documentation. So we're going to position, enable, okay, position. So literally I'm copying what they're doing. Right? So position, enable location events. I just changed location one shot to location continuous. And sometimes you just have to look in side by side. So the position, enable location events, position dot location one shot, method colon on position. This is all the same. Why don't you like it? Let's import these things. I don't know if that'll change anything, but see, it's just one thing after another with this. But that's okay. That's development until you get used to the environment. Invalid toybox.lang.method as info as any passed as parameter 2. Okay. So there might be an issue with the function. Let's see. So this is the definition of enable location events, and it's telling us it can take in options, which can be this dictionary, which ends here. So the first parameter can be a dictionary of options, or just a simple position.location acquisition type, which is what we're using, the position.location continuous. Then it takes in a listener of a Lang method where the location as position info. Okay, so can I do that? And then the function itself should return void. And then the whole enable location events should return void. And returning void just simply means it returns nothing. It doesn't return anything. All right. I don't know. So what I tried to do there was type the info parameter. See if that'll do it. Man, what? Why doesn't it like that? So now it's saying info as lang.method Okay, so period. What? Okay, method is a class that represents a callback or a function that can be used as an argument to another function. You can create one using the method call and invoke the method using the invoke method. So they're using the example of the timer, right, which we've seen before. And this is invoking a method with a parameter, but we don't really want that. Action, invalid symbol action utility used in the context of function invocation. Oh. That needs to have the keyword new. Let's not complaining about that right now. Alright, now let's look at this sample and see if we can't find an example where we use position. Excuse me. Here we go. We're using position there. Let's find the usage. Oh, it's doing a bunch of math. Okay, we don't want that. Let's do enable location events. Nowhere, huh? I don't know about this background music, but this is music that won't get any copyright strikes. I should use the I should pay for the music from Pirate Software in their game. It's really quite enjoyable. Holy shit, build successful. Okay, so what I was complaining about is that I needed to have both defined. Even though it's not in the example, they wanted info defined as position.info, and they wanted the return of the function to return void. Without those two things, it was upset with me. So now that it built successfully, we should be able to show the simulator. Here we go. It usually takes 2 builds before it actually works. There's some sort of timing issue with it. All right, cool. So this is the distance selector. So we can select how many miles we want to go. Let's say we want to go 18 miles, 0.55. Now I separated out the last decimals into 2 separate ones for more control. I thought it'd be super, more often people would go, I want to go, 7.5 miles, and you would have to click up through 50 entries to get to the 50 versus just selecting the 10th place and the 100th place. I thought that was better. So that's the picker. The UI can be changed. Right now I just have something that works. But well, we can change it as we go. So then I hit start, and it doesn't do anything. Right. Because we're not ready for that. We haven't hooked that up yet. So when I push start and the picker's done, then we need to go to this new page. Okay. So we used a push somewhere in here. Push view. Okay, watch UI.push view. Turn around delegate. What? Why do we have that? Here, push view. So, okay, here's an example of when we want to okay, so yeah, this song isn't great, is it? Alright, so now I wonder if this should be, would it be better for our main controller to handle this? I don't know. I mean, maybe, probably, but we're just going to keep it simple for now. Because this is a relatively simple app, so I don't want to make it too complicated. Let's go to our distance picker, and in our distance picker delegate we have an on cancel and we have a on accepted, right? So here we tell the controller, like, oh hey, you know, this is the distance selected. In this case it's 18.549. I don't know why it doesn't like do perfect math. Like this should be 18.55. Weird. I don't know. Okay, I'm okay with that for now. Now we want to push a new view. Let's find the watch UI. We want to find push. So it takes in a watch UI views and a watch UI input delegate. Interesting. Or null. I think we'll keep that as null for now. So it's null, and then the view we want is the var. This is the prep view, which is equal to new. I called it action view here. We gotta change that name. New action view. Okay. All right. So we'll tell the controller what the distance is, and then we're going to say, hey, let's just change this name now. Prep view. And I want to rename this to, yeah, and see, like, this is another thing in Android Studio, right? Like, you can just rename an object and rename it everywhere, all the usages. But yeah, here you can't, you can't do that. So you have to kind of manually do everything. It's okay. It's fun to learn something new, you know, it's fun to get out of your comfort zone and build something different. And, you know, this is probably a problem that's only useful for me. You know, I'm probably the only one who would ever use this. But that's okay. I'm not building it for anyone else. I'm building it for me. Since I do a lot of running, as my form of exercise, I really enjoy it. I do distance running, So this is a problem that I experience and that I want to resolve. And it doesn't really matter to me if nobody else experiences it. So that's, I'm kind of debating on whether I should release it to the App Store. I think I will, just for educational purposes, to see if it's okay, good. Let's do 1 mile. Hey, I think we're there. Yeah, we didn't change the UI at all, so that's just whatever's in the layouts.xml. Enter distance. Let's go to strings. Okay. All right, so let's now do, so we're going to make a new string. So these are resources. These are things that, these are strings that will be shown when declared, right? So we're going to call this let's just call it getting ready. And instead of doing the color, I think we'll just change the text, because that's good enough, right? For now. The UI is not great, but again, we will build out the UI, make it more complicated as we need to. Getting ready. Because I'm perfectly happy with, here, graphics, color white. This is what we'll do. We'll make it red. We'll make it red. I'm assuming that there's a bunch of, yeah, here we go. Color red. There we go. Okay, cool. And then we'll make another one. We'll make another string resource. This will just be ready. Ready. Okay. And then so the idea will be is, as it's setting everything up, it's going to show a red getting ready. And then when it's done and all set up, we'll show ready. And we'll make it green. I guess we'll make it green. That's fine. Here we go. So we need to go to our layout. We already did this. We set it to getting ready. Set the distance. Okay. And now let's go to our. This is still call to action. We need to rename this to prep. Prep view delegate. Okay, prep view delegate. Need to make sure, I need to rename it here. Kind of the nice thing is I don't have to deal with like it having to find the files and the packages and whatnot. It just seems to be able to do it. I wonder if I were to add separate folders in here, if it would start to get complicated. We'll find out. All right, so now this creates a new prep view delegate. Great. So now if is GPS ready is true, then we can update the color. Oh, I gotta remember how to do that. We use that in the turnaround view. So we did it here. Label is defined with that. Okay. Var and label. And we'll initialize it to be and label of what was the view ID? Let's change that to status. So then we'll tell it to find the drawable by ID status, right? Okay, so then when I'm ready to update it, I will do label.setText. Hopefully that's right. All right, so when it's ready, nlabel.setText, and the text is going to be the string resource. So how do I get the string resource? That's a good question, actually. How would I do that? Resource reference.get? Is that what I want? It's not a bitmap, it's not a buffered bitmap, and it's not a font. Res. All right. Resources. Load a resource from into PRG. All right, resources, strings. Oh, you can add scopes to them. Huh. Okay. I can do load resource. Load resource from the PRG into memory. So okay, we can do that. Res dot, okay, so then the resource compiler auto-generates a monkey C module named res that contains the resource IDs for the resource file. These identifiers are used to refer to your resources. So I would do res.strings dot ready. Okay, so let's see. Var, this is the ready text is equal to res dot strings dot I think we can just do ready. Oh no, we had to, okay. Watch UI dot load resource. All right, so hopefully we've loaded the resource. Oh, loading a string resource, look at this. Appealing app. Oh, you're too funny. So, I, I think it'll be okay. All right, so then we load the ready text. We're going to set the text. Right? We're going to set the text to that, and we want to change the color. We have find drawable by ID, find drawable, view. We want view. Okay. Here we want find. This returns a watch UI drawable. Okay. And if I'm going too fast, please let me know, and I can slow it down a little bit here. So I want to change the color. I don't want to draw. Maybe I just want to. I'm doing set text, but maybe I can just do. So in label. Let's go back to where we were. So view, find drawable by ID, and then set text. Oh, where did set text come from? Maybe that's not how we do it. Alright, we'll change the color next, and then, yeah, we'll change the color next. So what we need to do now is we need to request an update. Watch UI request update. Watch UI.request update. So request update is going to say, oh hey, let's do something here. And it's going to call this on update function, which will change stuff. Okay, and what are we forgetting? Semicolons. Because God forbid we forget our semicolons. Save, build. Will we get a successful build? We will. Okay, good. Awesome. That's exciting. So I have a race this weekend. It's going to be a 50K on Saturday, which is roughly about 31 miles, followed by a 25K on Sunday. Getting ready. Ha, cool. I don't know if anything else is working, but that's working. We need some print statements. Yes, we do. Okay, so let's go to our delegate. Look at that. Look at that UI. God, it's so good. Anyway, so I have a race this weekend, and I'm pretty excited for it. It's a mud run. It's a trail run. It's going to be pretty difficult. It's supposed to be raining up until, through the whole weekend, so we're going to get soaked. Okay, so what I want to know is system.println. This is GPS ready. Okay. And I also want to know when this on position function is called. On position. I'm not going to try to print out the info because it might be a pain in the butt. Not yet, at least. Okay. So now, let's build that. And let's see what's actually happening. Yeah, it should be fun. My goal is really just to finish. It's given me motivation to train throughout the winter, which is always the hardest time to train. Because it's cold outside, you don't want to be outside, and yet you still have to keep going. So, we'll see how it goes. And then it's my birthday the next day after the 25K. So, bunch of things. Alright, we're going to go 1 mile. Getting ready. Let's look at our debug console. Okay, so is GPS ready is being called. It's like 12 times so far. But is on position ever going to be called? Maybe I need to do something here. Let's see. I think I need to tell it that it's ready. Set GPS quality. We're gonna make it good. Okay. Hey, look at that. It did something. It crashed. I love it. But at least it did something. Why did we crash? Why did it crash? And my viewers, if you wouldn't mind throwing me a follow, I'd greatly appreciate that. That would be cool. That would be cool. I don't know. How do people ask for that? Who knows? Just if you want to follow, if you find this interesting, follow. If not, that's fine. You don't have to. Alright, so it threw is ready? Fuck is ready? Okay, so it threw an exception here. Okay, so let's throw in another system dot print line of GPS was ready biatches. I didn't spell the word. I wouldn't do that. That's inappropriate. That's like, you got to be careful with your print statements when you're like building, because you can get pretty foul, and you don't want to push up that code for a code review. It's not a good look. Not a good look. Oh, you know what? I don't even have my light prop. Look at that. I'm slightly brighter now. Beautiful. Okay, start. Good. Oh, look at that. GPS is ready, biatches. Yeah, that, biatches. Okay, great. So we're failing on loading a resource. Okay, let's see. We're just going to say ready, yo. So I suspect that one of the issues might be is that we're failing on loading the resources for some reason. So I'm just going to avoid that and instead just set the text. Then I can fix. Then that tells me what the issue is. A lot of the successful debugging means identifying like the exact area where it's breaking. You can have a guess, but if you can't verify that that's right, then you haven't learned anything. So by pulling out this load resource, which I'm not sure works, I can identify, I can move forward with the project and identify what the issue probably is. All right, let's see. It's not that. I bet you it's set text. Doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, so set text is not the right way to do that. Let's go to the sample, and let's go to the Namaste. Namaste, that's the model. I want the Namaste view. M label set text. Yeah, they do a set text. Okay. So Namaste, they have resources inside of the layouts. They have main label, which is a label, which has a strings prompt. Okay. Which is what I'm doing. They're setting the text. And then what does their on update look like? Oh, this is on update. And that just calls view on update. Huh. You would think this works. Where did I get this watch UI request update thing? Yeah. Okay. So it essentially just says, hey, if you can, please call the on update. And then on update, we don't do anything fancy with our code in on update. We just call on update. On show. Called when this view is brought to the foreground, restore the state of this view and prepare it to be shown. This includes loading resources in the memory. So there might be an issue. We're gonna move this to here. So on initialize, we're gonna start a timer. I have a sneaking suspicion that there might be an issue with the timer being restarted, right? It's just a guess. But as you can tell, my guesses have been wrong before. All right, we're gonna select the distance. Good, good, good. Getting ready. Ah, look at that. Okay. GPS is ready. And then waited a second to throw that. So now we're back in is ready. What happens if I don't call this? Do I need to call that? I mean, I doubt it'll do anything. And then once the GPS is ready, Interesting. What is the problem? Failed invoking symbol. Is it really just not like this? All right, literally all that does now is it's a print statement. Okay. We already built, didn't we? Okay, so it really didn't like the set text. That was the problem. And it's just going to keep doing this. So the thing is like, we will likely want to change it back to getting ready and ready, because sometimes your GPS, doesn't really, is coming in and out. But we don't have to worry about that right now. So the in label set text was the problem. Okay, let's go to label, status. This is saved, right? Let's make this center. Color red. Justification. Text is centered. Set text. Okay. Interesting. That's so weird because what do I do? What do I do? Well, I mean, maybe they took it out and it's not something that's possible anymore, so there's got to be a new way to do this. Formatting that's centered blue text. Look, even here they do it. So you know what? Let's instead of, maybe there's something wrong here. Let's find the drawable where we're going to deal with it. So we're going to do, hey, var status is equal to that. And then we're going to say, hey, for status, I want to set the text. Ready. What did we forget? What did we forget? Semicolon. So like even in their example, status. This isn't rocket science. This should work. Problems. Oh yeah, that's good. Semicolon it. Okay. Looks like it still had an issue. And I find set text on type poly type no. Seems weird that I have to do that, but that's literally what you're doing. So, wait, did they like remove capability on drawables? Because I don't see any set text or anything like that. Okay, so maybe we can do it differently where we just hide and show two different layouts. So let's copy this one. What am I going to call this? Okay, and this one is ready, right? Is there a way to set the visibility? All right, we're going to call is ready here, and is ready is now becoming something else. Is ready is now going to just handle yeah, so if GPS is ready, we're going to say, hey, status ready, set visibility, set visible to true. Right, and then this is, no. Then we're gonna say this is status not ready, not ready. Status not ready, false. Right? Then we're going, let's actually move this out. Okay. Let's put, we're going to copy all this into there. So now we're just going to hide and show the different statuses. I mean, I don't love it, but maybe that'll work because I can't find the set text even though it references it. So I'm assuming there's probably a color green, right? I'm assuming that's the problem. Am I getting good at this? Am I remembering my semicolons? No viable alternative to... Oh, wait, what the hell? What am I doing? How did I do that? Come on, baby. You got this. Build. Build successful. Fabulous. Okay. Good. We're going 1 mile. Line 60. It really doesn't like me doing this. You know what? I bet you this is a race condition. Because we're probably calling this before it's even loaded the resources. Right? So instead of doing it there, let's do it here. Because it needs to load the resources before you can edit any of them, right? That makes sense. Build successful. All right, do. Hey, bingo. Now, it's still going to be checking, right? GPS is ready. Now, let's go to the simulator and let's set GPS quality to poor. Okay. Didn't do anything. Why? We're not even... Alright, I'm not sure about that. But for now, let's rerun this real quick. Rerun this. So because the quality starts off as poor, it should be 2 miles, getting ready, right? Not ready, not ready, not ready. Then we're going to go here. I'm going to set the GPS quality to good. Okay. Okay, that doesn't work. So when it changes, it fails. All right, I need to go get some coffee. I'll be back. All right, here we are. We'll get back to it. So for some reason, the getting ready screen is not updating. When the state changes. So why is that? So let's reset it back to no, this here. Set GPS quality back to poor. Okay. Now I'm wondering if this is a simulator issue or if this is a like a me issue, right? Am I doing something that's breaking it? So we're calling is GPS ready, is GPS ready, is GPS ready. Let's also print system.println info.accuracy. No. Accuracy. Right, and that should print out. Yeah, we don't need the is GPS ready for printing that out. Let's see, do something. So the on position never gets called. We just change the value. Set navigation data. Oof. Okay. Okay. Set position. Okay. Well, all right, let's try this again. Let's see if this will work. So what we're doing is working on this Garmin app. We're trying to see trying to get it to accurately represent the status of the GPS connection. Looks like we have an error, probably a semicolon. Oh, it doesn't like me doing that. Okay, that's fine. And for some reason, when I set the status of the GPS in the simulator, it stops checking, I think. So we need to fix that. If anyone has any questions about what we're building, please let me know, and I'll let you know. Okay, so we'll select our distance. We have our picker. Let's say we're going 6 miles, 6.1 mile for 1 miles. Yeah. All right. Let's look at our debug console. So it's checking is GPS ready. Okay. Right, which is this. And it's checking every second. And then now we're going to go to settings. We're going to set the GPS quality to good. Okay, we're still checking that, but it didn't change the UI. Did it not change the UI, or was it? Yeah, okay, let's try this. Let's put the print statement back. Let's go back to the simulator here, and let's Set the GPS quality back to poor. Okay. Okay, build quality. Run without debugging. Yes. Okay, start. Debug console. Okay, is GPS ready? We go here. We're gonna go set GPS quality. I'm gonna set to good and okay. GPS was ready. Okay, so the GPS was ready and it didn't change what we're showing. You know why? Because we're not requesting the update. Watch UI.request update. That's why. That's probably why. So we'll update the UI every second. That seems reasonable. Right? That's not so bad. Alright, build successful. Run without debugging. Yes. Some good swallowing sounds there. Yeah, that's okay. Go. Start. 2 miles. Ready. Okay. Now, great. I'm glad you showed ready. But let's change the GPS quality to poor. Okay. Getting ready. Great. Now let's set it back to good. Okay. Nice. That's what we wanted. That's perfect. Okay. So now that we can accurately represent the state of the GPS, I mean, close enough. What would be next? Now, next would be listening to the start and essentially the start. Okay. So I'm not going to prevent the person from pushing start if it's not ready. Just because, the connection might be poor, and they can start their exercise even if the GPS is poor. They should just understand that it's, not going to be as accurate. All right, let's go to, what am I doing here? I wanted to the push view, input delegates. I want to know what an input delegate does for me. Okay, let's see. Okay. I don't want that one. There's another delegate that I want. There's another delegate. Behavior delegate differs from input delegate in that it acts upon device independent behaviors such as next page and previous page instead of device specific button presses. For example, these behaviors might be mapped to swipe left or swipe right says behavior delegate extends input delegate. Also act on basic inputs as well. If behavior returns true for a function, then the input delegate function that corresponds to behavior will not be called. Okay. I mean, I imagine that that's on select, right? So we're gonna try this here. So we're gonna make our prep view delegate extend behavior delegate, right? And when we start the turnaround view, which we do from the distance picker delegate, this really isn't where this should happen. That's fine. We're gonna do new prep view delegate. Oh, I don't like that. We need to go here, and this is going to take a prep view delegate, right? And our delegate is going to equal that prep view delegate. Okay, and then when we start it, because I want them to share the same prep view delegate. I don't want there to be two funky separate ones. Prep view delegate. Just seems like that. I don't know that would cause an issue, but I can guess that would cause an issue. Prep view delegate. Okay, and then so we're passing this into the push view so that it can handle the events for push view. So prep view delegate, and I want to do, so there's no overrides keyword in here, so we just write the function name, and then we're going to do a print just for now. All right, let's see. Did that do the thing? Errors. Cannot resolve superclass name behavior delegate. Probably because we need this. Yeah, I could definitely be doing a better job of separating out responsibilities. But like I said, I'm not going to optimize until I have to for this. We still have an issue. Cannot resolve behavior delegate. Why can't you resolve behavior delegate? It's probably using versus import. I assume. I don't know why else it would do that. Unless this is another undocumented. Not all paths return a value. Okay. does not initialize its superclass behavior delegate. Behavior delegate dot initialize. Yeah. Okay. Reasonable warnings and errors. I think once I get this to work, I'm gonna call it, and maybe I'll play around a Hearthstone. That sounds fun. All right. Run without debugging. Alrighty. Come on, baby. Come on. Ready. Wait. No. On select. Okay, look at that. On select is called. Beautiful. So that means it worked. So we click on select, and then we're going to go to the activity page. Then we're good. Awesome. We've made good progress today. I'm really happy about that. Now let's play some Hearthstone. I gotta turn off the there we are. Just a round of Hearthstone, because you know what? Need to get my morning started. Now, I'm by no means a Hearthstone expert, and I just play it because, and I think I'm still in the tutorial mode, but we'll get out of there at some point. Do the thing. Click the thing. There we go. Why? Why the thing's not clicking? What? Oh, here we go. Okay. We're just going to do the traditional Hearthstone experience. I used to play this when I was in college. I haven't played it for years. The functionality seems to be all roughly the same, though. I remember getting super irritated by the RNG. Really, really frustrated with it. It's probably part of the reason why I stopped playing. But I'm on a Mac, and you really... what you can play on a Mac is just not... There's not a lot.
For Doomhammer.
You asked for it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean... I don't think I want 2 of those right now. Better. That's better. Okay. I don't want to burn that. We're just going to end the turn. Okay, what does this do? At the end of your turn, give another friendly minion +1 attack. Does that apply to itself? I'm not sure I really want that there. Let's just throw this. Got my Murlocs. Alright, well that's annoying. That's definitely annoying. Okay. Let's do... Okay, I'm to the point where I can... So we're gonna do... Get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that. And we can go face. He should be able to attack immediately, and he goes from that. That's fine. Do I want to put him out? Not particularly. I'd rather have her for later. Okay. We just gotta get past this tutorial stuff, and then we can do the fun stuff. Alright, so he's got a 3-5. I can make him a 3-4 and then run 2 of those guys into him, or I can... That's pretty much all I can do.
One shot, one.
Yeah, that's okay. I guess we'll draw more. Yeah, we use the cards. Probably should have done that before doing anything else. That's okay.
Get behind me.
Alright, so we have a Booty Bay Bodyguard. Booty Bay Bodyguard. Deal 2 damage to all enemy minions and freeze them.
What to do?
Alright, so he's a 5-4, so I can run all of them into it. Or I don't do that, and I throw a big boy on the board, who will perish.
I wonder.
So that'll be a 3-5. Okay. Alright. So I think we're gonna do this. And we're just gonna hang out.
Time runs out on me.
Transform a minion into a 0-1 frog with taunt. Really? That was some bullshit. That was totally some bullshit. Okay. Okay. Well, I can do that.
I wonder.
Or I could do this. That does 2 damage and then freezes them. Or I could do that. I'd rather get the children out. Let's run my Murlocs into them. And then we'll go face.
I'll give it a shot. Time runs out on me.
Okay.
We hunger for vengeance.
And we'll go face. So he won't be able to attack this turn. Yeah, good.
Handle it! What you want?
Wow, I hate that. Okay, so I can do 3 damage. I would get rid of him, get rid of him, get rid of him. He'd become a 4/2. And then I could probably,
What to do? What to do?
yeah, I think that's the best. Right? And then, instead of dealing with him anymore,
I'll give it
we're
a
going to get rid of
shot.
him. We'll throw out a fire element, and then face.
More souls!
Give a friendly character +3 attack this turn. Okay. That was a total waste. Why did you do that? Alright, what is this? Searing Totem. So it just does damage. Okay. Well, I'm not particularly worried about that.
Mind if I roll need? More souls!
Down to 5.
Get behind me.
Okay. I can get rid of him with a fireball. Yeah, we do that, we win. Okay.
More souls!
Easy peasy. Well, I have probably time for one more, so let's do one more.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
How long is this tutorial area?
You
I've
asked
played
for
all
it.
these people multiple times and they're not particularly challenging. Alright, we definitely don't want that. Early card draw. I don't think we want that either. That's not great. Okay. Freeze an enemy, but it also gets something out on the board. So we'll do that.
Nice to meet you. Job done.
Alright. I mean, don't particularly want to do that, so we'll just do damage to the face for now. Okay.
Chill out.
Yeah, I don't really want to use that because that freeze is super useful, so we're just gonna go face. Yeah, burn that mana. Okay. And throw him down. Okay, we both have our Chill Wind Yetis. Good. If I'd go to face, he'll probably go to me.
I wonder.
Or I could freeze him just to delay him for a turn. We're going to let's see. Yeah, we're gonna lose him.
Nice to meet you.
And throw out another chill one. And go.
Job's done.
That's fine. Deal 2 damage, restore 2 health to your healer. Okay. Alright. We could throw a rush and get rid of him. If we do that, we won't be able to play that, but that's okay to me. You're down to 10, dude. Okay, does he go face with that, or does he go... Alright, so we can probably... Let's see, we have 7, so that would make that a 2, which would kill one of them. Or we could do... I think we do this. And then we'll just throw out another little dude.
Job's done.
Because why not? Okay, there's his second Chillwind Yeti. Bell Stalker.
Someone
Discard a random card. Restore 2 health. Okay, now... Okay. Okay. I think we have a plan here.
What to do?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Right? Then we're gonna do it again. Okay. Then we can throw this out.
Mind if I roll
Then we
me?
can do that.
Why do you call?
He's down to 1 card. With nothing on the board.
For
But he has card draw. That's right. Alright, that's a 1-3. I just kind of want to get rid of that. See, that'll do 3 damage and freeze her. Get rid of that, and then I can do 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and then I win. 4.
Hey, give me that!
No problem. Alright. And with that, I think we're good. Alrighty, everyone. I appreciate you watching. And have a great rest of your day. Bye.